What's up, guys? Today, we're going to be talking about how weight loss plays a massive role in your performance as a 1-foot jumper. This is Isaiah Rivera. He's one of the highest jumpers in the world. My name is John Evans. I coach many of the highest jumpers in the world. And I've been trying to lose weight. I've been on a weight loss journey. And I've been implementing one of the programs that I wrote for myself, which I will be doing a recap of. But I just wanted to highlight some key points related to 1-foot jumping and 2-foot jumping about fat mass and why and how specifically, strategically, you can go about why it's important and how you can go about losing that fat mass. If you guys are interested in coaching, go to THPStrength.com and sign up if you need a program to shred what's like a gimmicky saying, to burn and melt away that fat in 60 days or less.
Yeah.
So yeah, weight loss is really important. Reason being is I've said this many times. Many people have stolen it, or not stolen it because I stole it. But many people have also used this term, and that is that fat doesn't fly. Paul, I think, made a whole program called Fat Don't Fly. And it's true. It is very true. I've long said this, but losing weight is really important. It's a non-functional portion of your body that doesn't help propel you across space or into the air, and having excess amounts of it can be very detrimental. Interesting story. Whenever I was actually posting about this in 2017, there was two different points of view that myself and Paul had. And that Paul was like, hey, Zion needs to keep all the weight because it's really important for his just structure and health. And if he cuts his fat down too much, he's going to get hurt more. And I was like, no, he's way too big. He will not make it through 70 some games, and he should lose all that weight or it's going to become a serious problem. And lo and behold, I think that one of us was right, one of us wasn't. I'll let you guys in the comment section discuss what you think. But that was my lens at the time, and I still stand by that. I do think that fat mass is bad. It is excess mass that can lead to tendon issues. I'm pretty sure there's robust evidence out there on this, specifically centrally deposited fat. So like belly fat can be a very strong indicator of if you're going to have tendon pain, specifically in sprinting and jumping. So really important to not have fat mass for health, also for performance and just general fitness in life. Fat mass is bad. It really has negative health consequences that if you ignore, you could get diabetes, you get chronic or cardiac disease or chronic cardiac issues. You could have metabolic disease, which, like I said, is diabetes. Whole bunch of negative outcomes as a result of being overweight. That said, for jumping and performance, we shouldn't even be close to that. We should be far on the other end of the spectrum where we're damn near bodybuilders. So let's go into the how, specifically strategies that we've used in the past that you guys can implement. So Isaiah, do you have a specific strategy that you like to use for decreasing fat mass? Is there anything that you specifically do or have done to minimize the amount of fat that you have or lose excess mass?
Two things that come to mind are intermittent fasting. So you choose a period of time during the day where you're not going to eat anything. I did that back in 2017 and it worked really, really well. And then the other thing that I do, and it's become harder as more people have lived in my house, I actually don't like it, is not keeping sweets in my house because I have pretty bad self-control when it comes to that stuff. Like if I have like Oreos or ice cream in the house, like I tend to eat it versus
Controlling. Go ahead.
out of sight, out of mind though. Like if I don't have it, I don't think about it, if that makes sense. Like I don't even
You,
crave it.
you just reminded me that I have it in, like, I have some stuff in my freezer that Andy got. So guilty
Yeah.
as charged. No, I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
agree. Controlling your
And it
environment is so important.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge reason I've done a decent job of not eating too poorly is because I never really have I've never consistently bought junk food and kept junk food in the house. Like I never buy chips, I never buy cookies. The times where I get tempted to eat that stuff is like when I go to gas stations. I'm like conditioned to buy candy like when I step inside of a gas station.
Does
Um
TT do most of the shopping in your house? Your wife?
yeah, but she's not like that at all.
So
It's
she generally buys healthy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's
Yeah.
even better than me, actually. Like,
Really?
she doesn't like sweets at all.
Neither does Andy.
Um, yeah.
It's crazy.
But her sister is bad, really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Literally yesterday, she just, like, baked a whole thing of cookies, and I just demolished, like, 6 of them.
Talking about lack thereof, he did not control his environment, and he paid the consequence as a result of
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Well, I agree with that 100%. I very much feel the same way. I'm less like when I go shopping for myself when Andy's gone, it really comes down to that. That's when you're making the choice of
Yeah.
am I going to eat well or am I not? Is shopping. Like it starts there. So if you go shopping and you buy things that you know are generally unhealthy, and it doesn't even have to be like meal planning, in my opinion. Like it could be as simple as you see steak and you buy steak and you have a grill. Like pretty simple how you can do that. You probably have salt and pepper. That's a very easy thing.
Mhm.
Versus you see cookies, you buy cookies, you're going to eat the cookies, right? Especially if you grew up in a household where your parents probably said like finish everything on your plate, or low income like I was, it was like nothing goes to waste. We don't throw anything away. That's like a weird thing for me that some people do. They'll like throw food away and I'm like, what?
I do
And it
that.
really, yeah, I know it's weird. As Austin and I don't. Austin and
That's
I like are
if you
very
wanna add a 3rd thing, this is not a habit I worked on, but I just stopped eating when I'm full. As soon as I get full, I just stop.
Yeah, and I always pick off your plate when we go out to eat. Like,
Yeah.
I wait, I stare, I'm like a vulture, and then when I know it's you're all done, I'm like, "Are you gonna eat that?"
Yeah.
So, I also do intermittent fasting. That is something that I do. I definitely have a harder time with that. Like, I enjoy food, I love food, it's probably one of my favorite things about life, and being a human is tasty food. The human experience, as I like to call it. So, for me, it is very difficult to not like just stop. I think that
Yeah.
it's twofold. One, I really like it. Two, I really enjoyed it as the first one. The second one is that I don't like throwing anything away. I don't like anything going to waste. Even with Andy, that's a big reason why I gained a bunch of weight, is because my partner doesn't finish her food and I have a hard time throwing it away. I'm just like, no, I can't do that. So I have had to, I guess like the third thing, or maybe fourth, is kind of communicating with the people in my life, like Andy, in my case, maybe for you listeners, it's your parents or your partner or your roommates or whatever else, like what my goals are. And I guess roommates isn't as much an issue because you shouldn't be eating your roommate's food. That's kind of like messed up. Pro tip, don't do that. Um, but it's communicating to her what my goals are and making it clear that I don't want to have a lifestyle or make lifestyle choices that are poor. So I don't want to drink a bunch of beer. I don't want to drink a bunch of alcohol. I don't want to go out to eat at a fried chicken joint 3 times a week. I want to avoid Chick-fil-A. I don't want, or if I go to Chick-fil-A, I have to make good choices. And so if you're going to make bad choices, then do that in your own time, not when I'm around. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that has probably been the number one change in for the worse, I would say, in my body composition. Like last year, I didn't have that issue. This year, very much the case. I have leaned into the poor eating habits. It's really that. It's eating habits. Like you form bad habits if people around you are making bad choices in terms of food. And you don't want to be an asshole and control the whole situation, because then like it is a part of your life. But yeah, I think having a conversation and making it clear like these are my goals is really important as an athlete, and
Mhm.
making it clear that you have big goals and big aspirations that you want to achieve. Don't just skirt it off to the side, make it a priority to your partner and help them understand that, for you it's obvious, like you want to be the best jumper in the world. For some 22-year-old kid or whatever whose girlfriend like doesn't want to cook dinner and wants to eat chicken nuggets every day, that's going to be a little bit tougher. And maybe you only have 35-inch vertical.
Yeah.
So I stand by that for sure. But give me another one. Do you have anything else that you think is like a pro tip? I've got a couple more that I really like.
There was one that I forgot. You can say yours. There was
So
one that left me.
the another big one is vegetables. I think vegetables are the biggest cheat code ever. If you can consume more vegetables throughout your day, you're going to be more full. You're going to get more fiber in your diet. You're going to get more micronutrients. You're going to lose weight. You will. Every single time I do it, I lose weight, and it's a simple equation. It's calories in, calories out. People say it's not. People like to count their macros. Macros is just another form of calorie counting, in my opinion. It's just like a more strategic way where it's like a little bit more dialed in. But same thing. It's just you're taking in less energy than you need. You're going to lose fat mass. That's just kind of simply put what it is. It's not like this is rocket science here. Okay.
I remember mine.
Go shoot.
Weigh yourself every morning.
That one did not work for me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, it didn't work for me. I think it was just debilitating. Every week. Yes. Every day. No.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But,
that one just didn't work for me.
Wait, but weighing yourself every week. So it worked. It was just not every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Weighing myself periodic, like weighing myself on a schedule, on a routine. So like every Monday, I know, like, because your weight can fluctuate so much day to day. I think that's why I didn't like the day to day one. Like if I eat more carbohydrates, drink a little bit more water, have a liquid IV, I'm going to weigh 7 pounds heavier. Right. But if every Tuesday I come in at 1 o'clock and weigh myself, or every post workout every Tuesday and I weigh myself when I'm pretty well like fasted, decently fasted, and not like storing a bunch of water from the weekend of whatever, eating crappy food, then it's like a true or a better indicator of where I'm actually at. Those extraneous variables are a little bit more under control, and the data that you get is a little bit more clean. There's less noise. So yes, I do like weighing myself, and I particularly like to do it post-workout on a Tuesday or Monday around like 1 or 2, generally is where I'll do it. And yeah, that's a good one for me. Also, just like I really try not to look in the mirror often at myself. I think that's a really negative, like that's a really bad way to form like body dysmorphia, is to always be like staring at yourself in the mirror, like, am I big enough? Am I lean enough? Whatever else. Like, so I think it is a delicate balance. You don't want to form like unhealthy mindsets.
I never do that.
Dude,
and I don't know why.
Every time I pull a camera out, you're flexing in front of it. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, but I do it for the jokes.
for the laughs. The smiles per mile.
Like I never. I think I might have done it when I was a kid, but in my adult life, I haven't sat in front of the mirror and looked at myself and like that type of thing.
You know who definitely does that all the time?
Birkenheimer.
Yes. How did you know?
Yeah, because I know him.
There was some yesterday on the podcast. There was like some potential theories, I guess, in the comment section on Isaiah's channel. And one of the things I said is like, Austin used to be in these a year ago. You guys probably remember that. If you do, leave a comment below. And then everyone was talking about Austin. I don't know if you guys knew that. I don't know if you remembered that I said that during it, but I did. That's why
I actually didn't remember that.
Yeah. So it's like right in the beginning. But one of the things was like, why is he off the podcast? And it was probably like John and him probably have beef. And I was like, so Austin, we were talking in the group chat. And it was like, we should just, create beef, just there's like a word I'm looking for, synthesize beef out of thin air that we can just like fake argue
I
about.
want him back on a podcast.
Dude.
I want to change up his responsibilities, his THP responsibilities, so he has time.
I'm more than happy to have him in this format. The last time he was in here, he had a green screen and it was like this massive house in the background.
Yeah.
And Donovan thought it was his real house. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. I remember that.
Which is so funny. But yeah, those are some big ones. The other obvious ones, and we do have a nutrition guide. If you guys are interested in this and you were one of our athletes, let us know and we'll send you the nutrition guide. But tracking everything you eat for like a week or two and then adjusting accordingly the amount that you need based on your body weight changes is probably the easiest way and foolproof way to do it. Like me personally, I have a hard time with that because I become hyper obsessive. I just have a very obsessive nature. So I don't like to do that. I think for me, I'd rather eat more intuitively. And there is something called intuitive eating. If you talk to like probably nutritionists or dietitians that graduated from college, like 2016 onward, they're going to be familiar with that. It's like a certification or something. But that is also another good option is if you're fat and you want to lose weight, get a nutritionist. Oh, we found it. Look at this.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here?
I don't know if you guys do. Look at everything you get when you sign up for THP.
Yeah, we don't talk about this often. Oh my gosh, is that babyface you?
Bam. Oh, you like dunking? Bam.
Just so you guys listeners know, he's just clicking through these different tabs that you have access to.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of
Oh, are
time
you
on this
hurt?
course.
Are you hurt, John?
Yeah, dude. My
Oh,
ego.
here you go.
Oh my
Here you
gosh.
go.
Unguided
They
sessions.
don't know about this. They don't know. Real
Bro,
ones
the
know
science
about.
behind tendon pain. If you haven't seen that video, then you're not a fan. You're a poser. Look how young
Yeah.
I look there. That's crazy. Click on that video.
Yeah.
Click on that
You want
video,
me to
bro.
click on it?
Yeah, click on it. I just want to see what I look like.
Mike's a lot smarter than me, so
Mike's a lot smarter than me, so it starts.
we are going to do. I want to make sure
All
this
right, you
is
can
on.
pause it. We're good. All right. I just want to see my face, like what I look like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're getting recommended the Webster video. If you guys
Oh,
didn't
really?
know, there's also a video about Webster. Yeah, right there. And you definitely should check it out. I spent a lot of time on it, a lot of time studying, trying to figure out
Did
how to
you
make it better.
know? Did you know that you can spring into gains with THP at 20% off?
Oh, ding 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 ding. This is our 200th episode.
Oh wait, it is?
Yes, and to commemorate the 200th episode, we're doing a big discount.
Are we?
20% off. The same discount as yesterday. And
Wow.
yes.
The
And
code
if
is
you
spring,
sign
by
up-
the way.
The code is spring. Did you just make that right now?
No.
Oh, it
It
was yesterday.
Yeah.
But
What do you mean?
we're
today for the 200th episode.
for the 200th episode. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
preemptively doing it, but it is 20% off. So if you want to go sign up, 20% off your first month. Are there discounts at the 6-month or an annual as well, or just the first month?
I think just the first month, but 6-month and annual have discounts built in to the price.
Yeah. So if you need help losing weight and you're like, you know what? I don't give a shit about any of this. John, will you just tell me what to do? Yes, I will. I will happily tell you what to do. We are currently perfecting every day. We had a master. I don't like to call them masterminds because it's so cringeworthy. After like everyone in 2019, their grandma has a course that's a mastermind. But we spent a lot of time brainstorming ideas on how to make it better for you guys. And what we're gonna try to do is test out some messaging stuff and see if it's better. That way we streamline it a little bit better. We have an easier time bringing on coaches to help answer questions for you guys because that's the lifeblood of the service is that relationship with you guys. So we're going to test it out and we're going to see what happens to the athletes, if they like it better or worse. And then maybe we'll roll that out for you guys. But we're working on product development, right? Is that what we're going to call it?
Yeah.
Even though every day is product development, because every day we train and we try to figure out what does and doesn't work for you guys.
I don't know, man. I'm ready to start my basketball career. I'm just kidding.
Did you see my face? That was cruel. I hated that. You know what? If you want to start your basketball career, I'll help you.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'll catch rebounds for you every day. You know, play dummy defense.
That
like
becomes the YouTube. This is basketball drills.
Oh my gosh, dude. Who are we? Hood drills? I was gonna say good drills. I said it. Shit. My bad.
I don't know if you guys know this, but we make a strong effort to not name any jump programs by name. Not out of hate, just out of
merit.
Yeah.
Out of merit.
We just trying
to be the bigger man.
Yeah.
You know, try to do the right thing. I'm trying to change the narrative, you know, of me being an asshole.
It's more so it's better for our mental health.
That too. Oh, so I'm an asshole?
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. But yeah, I think it's a good place to close this off. This was some nonsensical rambling, but I'm totally okay with it. If you guys, thank you guys for watching. We have a huge session this week. I will not be there. It's on Friday. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. Bigger than the Gulf of America. Huge.
Lots of yammers. We have enough for a 5-on-5 pro dunkers only game.
Do we really?
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
It's nuts.
I'm hyped to see this. And we
I actually would not be opposed to that.
That would be fun for a warm up, or maybe afterwards.
I might message them. Be like,
and
yo,
say like dummy defense. No one hack. No one tackle. No tackles. No hacks allowed.
I'm literally gonna text in there right now and be like,
Blocks
yo, you
all
play
ball.
5v5?
Who's the biggest certified bucket in that group? Who's the number one certified bucket? Who's a straight?
I don't know, actually.
Hunter used to be pretty nasty, right?
There's a lot of them, bro. Josh Rubel.
Oh, Josh. It's definitely Josh.
Like, think about
Josh played college basketball.
literally everybody in here is nasty at basketball, bro. Josh Rubel's nasty at basketball. Hunter's nasty at basketball. Dom B. I don't know if you know. He was giving us buckets, and it was me, Dom, and Ryan Nagel, and he was giving us buckets. We were playing
Really?
King of the Court, yeah. So he's nasty.
See, Donovan thinks that he's a goat at basketball, which if you guys haven't seen, Donovan was in a Friga video. It's actually really entertaining. He just dunks the whole time. What a view farm.
Everybody just instantly said yes.
Really?
Would
That's
you have me
actually
down for
hilarious.
5v5? We have enough for a full game. And then
Yeah,
everybody said yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. All right. Well, we're going to close it out here. If you guys want to see that 5v5, leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao. Au revoir. Bye-bye.